Hey, welcome back to another episode of The Mindset with your boy Biggs, man. As always, I want to wish you and yours the best mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. You know, I come on this podcast, as I tell y'all, to really to try to inspire you for a better life, a better way of living, a better way of seeing life. I'm not here as a motivational speaker. I'm not here as an activist. I'm not here as nothing but simply a guy that been through some rough spots in life. You know, I'm a slum child. You know, I really am a slum child, and I was just able to escape that mindset. So that's what I come here to broaden your mindset, to let you see something different about life. I know, like I tell you all the time, when you come here, I am the one and the only. I am a unique person. I do not do what everybody else do. I do not follow trends. I am a trendsetter. So, like I tell you, when you come to this platform, I'm not going to give you gossip. I'm not going to give you what you see in your everyday, average, day-to-day podcast. Not here to downplay or talk anybody else. I'm here to make it clear where I stand at. You know, and like I say, you see enough day to day. I'm a thug, I'm a gangster, and I'm a real nigga, and my niggas was bosses, we was steppers. You get enough of those out there in the world. Sometimes you just need to tune in with yourself as an individual. When you take off all your different hats and just come down to with no hat at home and you just at home. I'm talking to you people, the ones that's like me. We just at home sitting down. We ain't got no hats on right now. You know what I'm saying? After you take off all your hats, who are you really? And that's who I am. I'm giving you one in a million. I am me. You know, I'm a slum child, like I said, man. I come out the slums. You know, I done the thugging, I done the drug dealing, I done the stepping, I done got stepped on. You know, so it's nothing really that you can miss me with. You know, and I try to come here to open your mind up, because I'll tell you something. Your mindset is the beginning and the end outcome to your life. Whatever you got your mindset at, that is the beginning and the outcome of your life. You know, your mind is the very important key and element into your outcome of life. None of us can control fate. What is meant to be is gonna be, but we can control some of the. Matter of fact, we control 95% of what goes on in our life. You know, and I'm even boosted up to 99%. We control 99% of the things that go on in our life. It's only that 1% that's meant to be that you have, that's the unforeseen. That's what we have no control over. So your mindset is your beginning and your outcome. Because what you put into the atmosphere will bring back to you. You know, and I just want to make that clear, man. So when you come to this platform here, man, you know, it's just some real talk, grown folks talk. And it's not, I don't have one sector. I don't have one particular subject that I'll talk about. I will bounce from subject to subject because my life is broad. You know, my life have been broad. You know, and I talk about experiences. Like tonight, I'm going to share with you a situation out of New York that touched me over the weekend. And we're going to get to that in a bit. But in the meanwhile, man, think about some of the things I tell you, man. You free to be yourself here. I'm going to be me. We ain't got to be nothing. We ain't got to be thugs. We ain't got to be bad bitches. We ain't got to be real. We can just be ourselves. Because one thing about life, a man going to recognize a man. A woman's going to recognize a woman. This platform is open to both genders. I'm not a one-sided person. Because just like I tell you it's some trashy ass broads, I tell you it's some low-down, no good-ass dudes. Just like I tell you it's some classy, beautiful women. I will tell you it's some upscale, well-groomed, intellectual men. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, I'm not one side, no way, no side of other, because I've been on both sides of the fence all the way through my life, you know. And today, I try to be as cordial as possible. I try to be as laid back as possible, you know. And I gotta say it, I say don't wag the dragon's tail. Now you can't even wag the dragon's tail. That mug's so heavy, can't nobody get me out of my character, you know. And man, I spend most of my days, you know, thinking about growing mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally. That's what I spend my days thinking about. And I wish the same for you. You know, don't get trapped up in this world with trying to appease and impress people. People will let you down, but don't let yourself down trying to appease and impress people. Impress yourself. Appease yourself. Gratify yourself. You know, that's where everything starts at. Being in tune with oneself. Self-investment is the best investment that you will ever make. I watch the young guys, you know, I know some young guys that got it, you know, together. I'm watching them grow. And then I see the reckless young guys. Some of them ain't even gonna listen. Some of them gonna meet their demise before they 30 years old. You know, sad to say. You know, some are gonna go through some storms. Some gonna change, some not. There's gonna be a very few that realize that, hey man, I'm doing something backwards. Because the time you step your ass into a prison cell, you know, matter of fact, from the time you get involved with the court system and have to deal with this stuff for a period of time, whether it be 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, 20 years, once you get yourself involved in that kind of system, you got two things that happen. You wake up or you become worse. I told you before, just on the last video, 2 out of 3 people that go to prison, 1 return. 89% of people that go to prison never go back again. Think about that. These, like I told you before, those numbers that they don't want you to think about. They want you to stay lame, so they put the scary is the word I'm gonna use for right now, because I don't feel like scratching my brain. They put all the stuff in the media, criminals this, and you know, to make us look bad, and so they can take things away from us, our gun rights, our voting rights, our privileges, and you know, traveling privileges and all that good stuff. They put that into the media, but they don't tell you the bare butt naked that 2 out of 3 inmates, only 1 return. The other 2 stay their ass at home, most likely. You know, unless you just get a bad group and all 3 of them go, because that can happen too. But for the most part, 2 out of 3 people that go to prison never go back. And you know, some might be like me. I'm a 3-time loser. It took me 3 times to really wake up and say, hey man, this is not my life. So it's gonna be a couple of y'all that go through that. Some of y'all gonna go that 1 time and never go again. But you're gonna have some of y'all that's gonna be a revolving door. It all starts with your mindset, man. So that's what this platform's about. Like I say, I try to keep it straightforward. I don't have an agenda, man. I'm not trying to push or sell you something. What you see is what you gonna get. Money don't make me. So you'll never hear me sitting up here talking about how much money, this and that, and what. I don't care about money. Not in that fashion. I'm gonna tell you that over and over. Money don't make me, man. Don't nothing make me but me. My character, my outlook, my output into society. That's what makes me. That's what makes you really, whether you know it or not. You can think your diamonds and your gold and your cars and your hoes is what got you shining. And if they do really got you shining, that means behind all that you've nothing. That's what that means. If it takes your car, your money, your clothes, your hoes, your jewelry to make you be somebody, and without that, you nothing. And that's a sad case. So with that being said, man, I am that one in a million. You know, I am unique. And I stand firm on that. I rock by myself 24/7. You know, and I rock by myself for reasons. You know. And with that, man, I'm going to say I wish y'all the best. But I'm going to get on with this, man. I was looking over this past weekend of this young lady out there in New York. And 24-year-old Persia Nelson out of New York. New York. Mother going through some things. And apparently she was in a battle, a custody battle with the father of the baby. Apparently she had a child in another county also in New York, but she didn't have custody of that child. And this 11-month-old baby, Halo Branton, father was beginning to get in court battles to try to get custody of his daughter. And this 24-year-old Persia Nelson, young girl, because that's what she was, sad, took the baby to a utility tunnel and dropped the 11-month-old child off into the utility tunnel. Now, that really disturbed me, man. And it got me to thinking, you know, as men and women, you know, you really, as you get older, in my age, you start looking and realizing that it's important to know that whoever you having a child with, you know, and nobody's perfect, but to take your seed that you pushed out. This is where it get heartless for me at. This was not an adopted child. This was the mother. You know, this was not even the father, because the father sometimes can be detached from a child because he didn't physically have to push that child out. But for a mother that had to push this child out of her body, went through 9 stages of death to bear and carry this child, and then throw the baby down a tunnel. Don't know if the baby gonna die from the drop or not. Just throw the baby down a tunnel. That's deep, man. That's something to think about. So this 24-year-old girl going through custody battles with the father of the child, Halo, decide, I'm going to throw this baby down in the tunnel. Apparently she was living in homeless shelters, bouncing around, met some guy, no telling what the guy was putting in her ear, and she's dumb and gullible. I'm going to call it like it is. I can't call it no other way, because there's no way that I'm a father and you can't convince me to throw my child off of a bridge. I can let them go to the wolves as they get older. I can let them find out what life is about as they get older. But as a child, an infant child, a baby, throw my child into a tunnel as a father. Like I said, so I can't imagine, truthfully, a mother doing that. I mean, it didn't happen time after time after time. A mother give the demise of their child. And I never have understood it. But for some reason, I seen a picture of this little 11-month-old baby. Little baby girl. You know, pretty little baby girl. And it just touched my soul, so I decided to do this video on it, man. I'm not asking for feedback. I'm asking y'all to think about something. You young girls especially. Watch the guys y'all date. If a guy's persuading you that he want to be with you, but he can't take your child, you don't need to be with him. you know. And for you young guys that go out here and date these little young girls, man, think before you just lay up there and drop that package off into them, man. You know, if you fussing and arguing with her and she's unstable and crazy while you dealing with her, you know she's unstable, so you need to protect yourself. Because I understand the father is most likely mourning, you know, his daughter, because he was fighting for custody of his daughter because he seen the tragedy that the mother was going through, surfing from shelter to shelter. And me being a man, me coming from the trenches, I'm knowing how it is. Get them little homeless girls and really ain't got nowhere to go or don't want to go home, so they out there in the streets. And I don't know these guys' situation. I don't know the father nor the mother's situation. But I know how men prey on these women that's out there young. Got it going on, maybe. Yeah, come and stay with me. Get her. You got free in-cave meat in the house, so you can beat it up when you want to. And when you're tired of it, you let it go now. Now you let it go. She's bearing a child that's yours. And you never gave 2 cents about it. You just looking at, okay, I got some free money. She's struggling, and I'm going to take her in for a while. Because that's how a lot of these situations go on. You know. And it's really sad, man. But to get back to the little 11-month-old Halo was dropped off into an 8-foot tunnel at one of General Electric's portals. Sad, man. Sad. You know. But we gotta be mindful of the things that we do, the people we deal with. You know, because life is hell, and you know, and I know. And for a 24-year-old woman to take that child and drop her into a tunnel, it had to be man, I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't even imagine. I just wanted to share it with you guys, man. Ladies, if you young and you have a child that you can't take care of, they have a law to where you can go to the nearest fire department and get with the officer. Don't drop the baby off at all, and just let them know I can't take care of the child. I'm not in a position to take care of this child. You know. And they will take that baby and put it into a foster care. And you will not be charged. They may try to get you some help, but you will not be criminally charged for endangering another child's life. That's for you young ladies that got these babies out there. If you can't afford to take care of that child, go seek help. Go take that baby to the right resources. Give that baby a fair shot at life. And for you guys, man, think about who y'all land up with. Think about the future of that baby. You know, strap up. Don't bring another baby into this challenging life. Because really, I got to be honest. I don't understand no one killing a child. But we really don't know what was going through this young girl's mind in this. We don't know what kind of influence the new guy had in her life. We don't know them kind of things. You know, we maybe we'll never know. But what I do know is a few hours before she went and dropped this baby into the tunnel, she made a post that don't look good, that she was drunk as fuck. And don't fuck with her. That's what pretty much the message said on Facebook. And if she was already thinking about that, she deserved every piece of time she needed. She needed to be put in a mental institution because she's mentally ill. And with that, man, I'm going to leave y'all. But y'all, man, think about what I said from the beginning of this thing, man. I'm not here to give you day to day. I just want to give y'all some real talk, man. Build a platform where grown folks can come and congregate, affiliate, associate, you know. And I really do want to see every black person be successful, not just certain people. Now, do we know there's going to be some people that's not? Of course. But if you ask me, do I want to see? I want to see every black soul succeed. We done lost over 500-600 years in this country. It's time for us to start winning. I'm out of here. Peace.